first person. Oh, they can't have Bravo. That's all right, Doc. That's gonna be the play of the game. Yeah, 10 caps is nice. I told you it's gonna be the play of the game. He gotta be mad about that one, Doc.
What's up, street team? It's your boy nofame, letting you know that you can still rep his name even while you game. And today we are going to be looking at strategies to raise your KD. Now, we'll be looking at different factors, seeing what type of game mode you're playing. Are you playing in core or hardcore? What type of loadout do you have? Do you have an SMG that permits a running gun style? Or do you have a marksman rifle, which means that you got to stay back and, as people may say, camp? We'll be looking at the different factors, things that you can carry, things that will help you be more successful while taking into account everything that you got. By the end of this thing, you should be a monster. So go ahead and hit that like, hit that subscribe, and go ahead and join the street team. All right, so the first scenario we'll be looking at is the marksman scenario. So right now, as you guys know, I'm going through this road to Damascus and I'm using the CBR. This is just some of the things that I'm using on my EBR. I got the sniper scope. You can see that I got a 15 round mask. It doesn't have that many. I've got the recon perk on there, and I got the barrel in order to make sure that I've got longer damage downrange. Now, lately, I'm playing a lot of hardcore, so when I'm going through utilizing this, I know that this weapon is a one-hit kill. That's an EBR, so you can't run around with it. So I'm utilizing next the X16 pistol. I got the silencer on this pistol and extended mags, and even though it comes with a great amount of ammunition, I want to be able to make sure that I got enough, because if I gotta switch to my pistol, I'm gonna have to do quick kills, and I want to be able to get to multiple enemies, and it's not like I have an SMG. So I'm utilizing that. As you can see, the perks that I have on there, I'm always running cold-blooded, because if somebody gets a chopper gunner or something like that, they won't be able to see me. Still running ghost, you could choose that. And then I'm running shrapnel because I want to be able to throw multiple killing grenades. Still using my stem, because if you happen to get hit and don't die if you're on hardcore, then you can use that stem in order to get yourself back to health quickly. So this is the first scenario we'll be looking at, and we're going to take a peek at Ramaza to see how that goes.
On y'all 6. Yeah, we can hold down Bravo, man. We be tight. Dang, they got Charlie, man.
So we're going to take a look at this clip here, and you can see me using the EBR for its strength, and that is long range shots. I find a corner where I can set up. I know people are like, oh man, he's camping. Well, it's a marksman repping. What do you think you're supposed to do? I could try and run around and do those quick scope shots, but why do that? That's not the strength of this weapon, and it's not what the average person can do. We're here talking about raising your KD, and this is how you do it. You find an area, you hold down the lane, you are playing the objective. I'm protecting Bravo for my team, because Bravo, normally in domination, is one of the most important parts. I'm checking out an area. I'm switching to my weapon as necessary. This is why it's important for you to carefully and meticulously choose your loadout. I'm overwatching that area over there because I know it's popular. You can see people keep pushing a particular area, trying to get to that area because it's a strong point in order to get Bravo. Now, if you're on the opposite end, I would definitely warn against trying to push an area where you know an enemy's got you already in his scope. Every time they come up to that roof, I got them. Now you can see that the people that are walking in front of me keeps getting shot by a guy on the other side of the bridge. I know that sometimes people would want to run out there and kill him immediately, but that's not a strong suit. I don't have an SMG. He's already got it aimed down sight. That's why I don't push that area. So I go to my secondary, because the pistol, especially on hardcore, which is what I'm playing, is ready to go to work, and it's a 1 or 2 shot kill. I'm still over watching my roof. I already seen one of my teammates go that way, so I'm not worried about that way. I'm warning my teammates as they come by. I'm doing the best that I can with the loadout that I have, and boom, got another guy still pushing an area that they shouldn't push, but hey, keep doing it, because I'm trying to get to my second streak. That's the veto. 8, straight kills without any help kills. So As you can see, I'm taking them down. I'm getting camos. I'm hitting long shots. I'm checking out my 360 view, my most vulnerable area. I didn't use a proximity mine on purpose so I could throw down thermite. As you can see, it worked, and that's what helped me get my veto. Hit the last guy in the back. I wanted to get to my chopper gunner, but I didn't quite get it. And you can see there, I didn't get B protected, but I can't rush down there and get it. What I can do best is protect everybody else that's coming towards it, and that's what I continue to do with the EBR. As you can see here from the KD, my strategy worked. We ended up winning the game, and I got a very positive KD. So for this next clip, we'll be using the SMG class, but I'm not doing any running and gunning. I'm actually using this loadout for my next tip, which is to just slow down. Now, they dropped us into this board. The team was already winning. I have no idea why they quit. But because I slowed down, scanned my lanes, I was able to go 27-1 in here. I died the first time, and then from there I went on, I think, about a 26 kill streak. And so sometimes you just gotta slow down.
Oh, that was Don.
So you can see I'm dropping in here, and as you can see from my attachments, I got the P90. I've got a thermal scope, which actually came in handy here. I really love using this thermal scope because on domination sometimes people like to use smoke, and so when they use the smoke, the thermal lets me see through it. So this match was a little tough, and I figured because it's hardcore, people coming from everywhere, you know, sometimes you got to slow down. Now, I know if you're like me, once you start to get close to some high kill streaks, then you start to slow down, you get a little bit campy, and sometimes in this thing, depending upon how they're playing, it's best for you to be a little bit campy anyway. You can't always run and gun, especially in hardcore, you're going to die. So you can see I'm checking out people, man. I'm finding them, and I'm putting them down. I was able to lay down different ammo crates to stay alive. And you're just going here and you're just trying to find them. Like I said, map knowledge is very important. Knowing where the enemies normally flow and the type of game that you're playing is also vitally important. And that can shift from game to game. Because sometimes people should be coming down this lane that you see me running down now all the time. But they didn't. So I figured I got to go back there and get them. And you got to know when to push and how to push. I could have pushed to try and get Charlie, but that'd have flipped the spawn. Why would you want to flip the spawn? I didn't want to. So I'm just waiting for these guys to come out, and nobody came out. Getting a little nervous about it because now I know I'm into my kills. I know I'm trying to get to my VTOL, my chopper gunner. I even use this because sometimes it'll give you a UAV, and you just set it out there. So as I'm going through, you could see I'm just watching for guys. I'm not going directly towards Bravo. There's no need. We already got it. So it's my job to protect it. And with this, because I have this scope, I know I don't need to rush and run and gun because that slowed down my aim down sight speed. So remember what I said the first time. You got to know your loadout. You got to know what your strengths are. And my strengths of this one was to get people scoped. As you can see, guys running down, and I just tuck into a nice area. And sometimes I camp a little bit just to tuck in the area to see where people are coming from, and then you move around because you know that they're going to spawn and want to get revenge, which we talked about before, that sometimes you can't get revenge. You got to know when to push, when not to push, when leave certain areas alone. And these guys on here did something I recommend against. Don't just keep trying to push your area. Now, they tried to smoke. They had no idea that I had a thermal scope on there in order to see through smoke. And so I did. And they didn't learn their lesson. You'll see a couple times they're still trying to use the smoke. And I just tucked in this area, and I figured, you know what? I'll be over here until they come kill me. I did not anticipate being able to stay alive this long. But that's what you got to use to your advantage. Don't be afraid of dying. If you're going around afraid, then that's how you're going to die. For some reason, these guys just kept bull rushing Bravo. I don't know if they were discouraged because they were already losing or what, but I figured I'd take advantage of this. While you're going around, you want to make sure that you know where your enemies are, that your sound horn, if you got your headphones. If you don't have headphones, stop playing the game. No, I'm kidding. Keep playing the game. But get you some headphones, man. They really cheap. Some cheap ones at least to start off with. It'll make a difference. You see I got my chopper gunner, but I don't want to go right into it, especially here because I'm going to be vulnerable. So I'm going around trying to see what's going on. We lost Alpha, so now that means that maybe we should have been spawning on Charlie's side. I'm unsure. And at this point, I still don't want to die. I know I got a little streak going. And so I'm trying to find out the right time to get the chopper gunner. You're utilizing everything you got. You can see I got the Simtex. It does a good job of blowing up a massive amount of enemies, especially on hardcore. And so over here, I go ahead and lay down the VTOL. We talked about the VTOL last time. It's great for killing people off of a point and keeping people off of it as long as they don't have cold-blooded, like I always carry. Then I just tuck in. Now, when I go to my chopper gunner, man, I expect that when I come out, that somebody's going to have found me and kill me. And then even when you're utilizing your chopper gunner, utilize this chopper gunner when you're playing domination, what we're playing here, smartly. I am trying to use this thing in order to protect certain areas, keep them from capping, keep our points going, and I'm just knocking down the enemies, keeping them contained in a certain area. So strategically, what you want to do is you just don't have to go for just the kills. Protect your teammates. We needed to get Bravo here. I want to get the guys, the enemy, off of Bravo so that my teammates can move in. That's why I put the VTOL there. The VTOL's working it out. I'm going down. I'm laying people down in these other lanes. I'm protecting Charlie. They cleared it. And then look at that. I came back alive, man. And I'm still alive. So this is a part of my streak. I'm going through, and now I'm extra careful because I'm just like, well, I haven't died this far. I might as well keep going. So you'll see, like I said, taking it slow, checking out the enemies. They keep trying this little smoke trick. I appreciate it because that means that they don't know where I am, but I know where they are. And because I'm taking it slow, because I'm not rushing around, then I don't die again. Now, you know, there's also other factors that lean into this. It depends on who you're playing. It depends on the board that you're on, things like that. And maybe they didn't have a team where they could communicate. But, hey, you utilize those factors, man, and that will put you in the right position to be just like this. You can see here, I ended up with 26 kills, 1 death. Is that ideal? Probably not. But hey, you gotta know your loadout, know the map knowledge, know where your teammates are, and you too can raise that KD. So go ahead, drop a comment. Let me know what are some of your favorite strategies. What are things that you like to do? Go ahead, hit that like, hit that subscribe, join the street team. I'll holler back at you. No fame.